So you probably read that title and looked at the thumbnail, you're like, oh damn, this guy really doesn't like this game. Why not? Well, guys, it's not that I don't like the game. I think the game is actually really good, but there's a lot of aspects of the game, and a lot of things that the devs have done that the community is definitely not asking for that I don't like about this game. So the game itself, at its core, is not bad, but there's a lot of things that I want to talk about. And before we get into it, guys, if you could drop a like on this video, I would truly appreciate that. It'll boost this video in the algorithm a bit, and yeah, it will help out a lot. And leave comments down below letting me know one thing that you guys like and one thing you guys dislike about Modern Warfare 2 so far, and sub to the channel if you guys are around here with and you haven't done it yet. All right, let's talk about some stuff. So the horrible time to kill, or in better words, the TTD, time to die. And the time to kill is fine. It does take 4 or 5 shots for you to shoot someone on your end. If you shoot someone, it takes 4 or 5 bullets. But when you actually start getting shot at and how long it takes you to die feels really broken. It feels like sometimes you'll be shot by 1 bullet and completely die. Now this could be due to netcode, this could be due to like the servers and all that, but the way it stands right now, it's really bad, and that's an issue that really needs fixing. And I don't know how many gunfights I've gotten into where I've ran up to an enemy and I've been shot before I could even react, and it's nothing to do with my reaction time. I could go jump on Modern Warfare 2019 and drop everyone. I could jump on any COD, even Warzone, and I'll drop people. But in this game here, I have 0 time to react. I'm already dead before I even see a bullet flying in my direction, and that's crazy. If you guys are experiencing that as well, you're not alone. Now another thing is the high skill-based matchmaking, and this is annoying because this is back again. It feels like every single lobby you get into is CDL. It feels like you're playing for $1 million, and it just shouldn't be that way. Now the first game I ever played, which you guys are watching in the background right now, I went on an 11 kill streak, then I went really good, I was top of the lobby, and then immediately after that match, every single game I've been in has been insane. People jumping everywhere. People already figured out how to slide cancel everywhere. It's been really crazy. So the skill-based matchmaking is crazy. And then with that, we get lobbies disbanding, which is another thing that I don't like. I don't want to see lobbies disbanding. Call of Duty says they're tweeting out the greatest team, or the greatest, I forget what they say. The greatest team is, it sucks, but I really forgot what they said. But anyways, they're trying to say team play is the best. Well, I replied to their tweet on one of them, and I said, you guys say that teamwork is the best and stuff, then why do you keep disbanding lobbies where people finally play on a team with people, they meet these new friends, and then they get disbanded right after that? Like, it's not cool, you know? And another thing that I really dislike is the UI. The UI is probably the most confusing menu system I've seen in any video game. So you get this right here, for example, right? It says quick play. I mean, you got search and destroy, prisoner, knockout, all that. That's cool, okay? But when you want to get to your settings, you press start, and then you're confused. You're like, home, social, progression. And if you don't look up top where it says L1 and R1, you never realize that that's where settings actually is. So you got to press R1, 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 and you finally get to the settings, which in my opinion, like, why is it so complicated to get to settings? And not only that, you want to go to your weapons, you don't know what's unlocked, you don't know how to unlock anything. Like here it says option, square, edit is X, so you want to edit it. Sure, cool, you got your guns. It's locked. How do I unlock it? It literally just says locked. It doesn't tell you how to unlock it, it doesn't tell you a single thing. So then you're like, alright, cool, let's go here. Let's edit this class. Let's see what we could do here in a sec. So you go here, you press square for gunsmith, and then you're like, okay, so right here I see the receivers. You click that, and again, they're all locked. They're all completely locked. There's nothing you could do to figure out how to unlock them. And then on top, it says progression. So if you don't scroll there, you don't know how to unlock these guns. Now, it's also confusing because it says if you want to unlock the FTAC Recon, it's level 15, where you got to get the M4 to level 15 to do that first. So you scroll over there, and then that 15 is gone, and you're like, okay, so how do I do it? Okay, there we go, 12. Or sorry, 12. So it wasn't 15 the whole time. See, I'm already getting confused in this menu right here. So it's level 12 to unlock the FTAC Recon, and then you go here, and you got to get the FTAC Recon to level 15 just to get the FSS Hurricane. So you gotta level this gun up and then level this gun up just to get this gun. What if you don't like these guns? Well, you can't use it unless you actually get these guns leveled up high. Then you got this one here, which is another level 17 on the M4 just to get the Icarus, and then you got to get this one to level 12 just to get the M16. And it just looks really ugly. Like the gun is even like it's going into the word customize. Like it looks really ugly. It looks really confusing, and I'm not really happy about this whatsoever. Another thing is footsteps. Footsteps. Infinity Ward has a weird addiction with loud footsteps, okay? I don't know what it is. They like people to be loud. They don't want people moving on their maps, okay? They don't want you sprinting. They don't want you doing any of that. They want you to sit in a corner, find a head glitch, and just stay there the whole entire game. For some reason, that's what they want. And dead silence isn't a perk again, and the whole perk system is weird, but I kind of like that. But we'll get into that in just a second. But the loud footsteps, just listen to this, guys. That was actually me running around in game. It's crazy loud. But anyways, that's weird. And then that makes the pacing of the game feel very slow. And you get punished for rushing. And when you get punished for rushing paired with a high time to kill, or I mean a high time to die, or a fast time to die, I should say, and loud footstep audio, you're not gonna be inclined to run around the map. It's just not fun whatsoever. And another thing that slows down the pacing in the game is that they have that aerial fly-in camera every time you die again. So every time you die, that camera goes up to the air and then it comes back down. And it's like, dude, that's a waste of like 3-4 seconds. Why is this here? And now another thing that's kind of annoying is the minimap. They're getting rid of the traditional minimap, whereas if you shoot without a suppressor, your red dot appears on the minimap. They tried to get rid of this in Modern Warfare 2019. The whole community took a fit. We all went crazy about that. So they put the regular minimap back into the game. And now they're completely ignoring the community again, and they're reverting back to this idea where the minimap shouldn't work as intended. I don't get it. I don't understand at all. So that's one thing that bothers me. And another one that's kind of bothering me right now is the visual recoil. So the guns themselves don't have too much recoil. You could be shooting at someone, and even though it looks like the gun's kicking a lot, it's still hitting the target. But with the amount of visual recoil, the visible recoil, you can't even see your target after a little while. The gun just kicks a little too crazy, in my opinion, that if you're anywhere like 20 meters away or 30 meters away and you start shooting at someone, you completely lose sight of where they are. Now, this might be because we have to throw some attachments on and whatnot, but it's just weird, okay? Like, why is it that high? It shouldn't be that high. I do agree that we shouldn't have laser guns that just beam people across the map, but we shouldn't have visible recoil this high either. Now, one thing about the perks, I'll get into this. So the perk system, the way it works is you get 2 perks at the start of the game, and then you could unlock a bonus perk and then an ultimate perk. I don't know why I stuttered there. An ultimate perk and a bonus perk. So the bonus perk, if you don't get any kills and you're literally just running around all game, you'll unlock that 4 minutes into a game of TDM. And the ultimate perk, again, if you don't get any kills and you just run around all game, you'll get that at 8 minutes if the game is still going on, if the score limit isn't reached. Now the thing is here, once you get kills, you get these unlocked a lot faster. But let's say Ghost, you don't get that in the base perk, so you're not going to get that right off the bat. If an enemy gets 3 kills, they get a UAV, and there's no way for you to counter that whatsoever. You have to wait to actually get your perk, which is kind of weird in my opinion. Again, a lot of things are weird. A lot of stuff that they're doing just doesn't make any sense to me. So you have that, and I just personally I don't like that either. But it's just, oh man, I don't know why they're doing that. I feel like that's okay for Warzone where you could unlock your perks after, but apparently there's no perks in Warzone. I don't understand the idea of this. I don't get it. And then the movement, you feel super clunky and it feels outdated. It feels like you're playing a PS2 game. Your character just moves so slow. Just, it doesn't make sense. You're wearing literal weights on your legs running around this game. And the last thing I want to talk about is the sprint to fire times. Now again, this brings the pacing down. The sprint to fire time is way too slow. You sprint, and then like you have to wait a second before you can start shooting and stuff. And once you see an enemy, if you're sprinting and he's literally not, if he's just standing there aiming down sights, you're 100% guaranteed a loss in that gunfight because of how slow this sprint to fire time is, unless that guy's accuracy is super bad, but that doesn't matter. And this again, it promotes camping. A lot of stuff in this game I noticed promotes camping. And I'm not going to talk about the artwork of the game. I do think Modern Warfare 2019 had nicer artwork, but worse maps. I find this game has nicer maps, but worse artwork. It feels like the artwork here kind of looks kind of like Cold War-ish, if that makes any sense. Like Black Ops Cold War, I don't know. Anyways, there's a lot of good stuff in this game too. The reason I'm making this video is because it is a beta. This stuff should be looked at and taken into consideration before they actually release the final game. Hopefully they change some of this stuff, and if they do, if they change most of the stuff on this list, I think it'll be a great Call of Duty. So let me know what you guys think. What do you guys like and dislike down in the comments below. Sub to the channel with those noties turned on. And again, guys, if you could drop a like on this video, I would truly appreciate that. It would help boost this video in the algorithm, and I could use all the help I can get right now. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.